Hi, and welcome to the Art of Yoga Project. My name is Desiree, and I will be guiding you through a gentle yoga practice for about 25 to 30 minutes. And it's more aimed towards focusing on our body, ourselves, and how we're feeling. So let's get right into it. We are going to start with a warm up, and it's the breath of joy. The breath of joy incorporates four parts, three parts breathing, inhaling, and then the last part is the exhale. The three-part breath is focused on three parts of the lungs. So we go lower, middle, upper. So starting from the breath, we will do that together, and then we'll incorporate our arms. So let's do the three breaths, the four. So first we inhale, lower, middle, lower part of the lungs, middle, inhale, exhale. So it's three inhales, one exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale, 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 exhale. Perfect. Let's come onto our feet and incorporate the arms. So on our feet, the arm movements will go inhale forward, inhale side, inhale all the way up, arms above, exhale, and then we come down, forward fold. Inhale, inhale side, inhale up above, exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, 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 and release. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, 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 exhale, forward fold. And let's hold on to this forward fold here and really just stretching the backs of our legs. And that feels so good, especially if your legs are a little tight. So let's just hold it here very gently and take a couple of breaths. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Very nice. So very slowly come into kind of like a chair pose. So coming through chair pose and then ultimately bringing your bottom to the mat. Continuing on with our warm-up. Let's adjust the camera. We are going to start with just crossing our legs, settling in, and then closing our eyes very gently, bringing our palms of our hands together, and then rubbing our hands really hard, creating that heat and building energy. Keep going. And then very gently, closing our eyes, let's place our palms over our eyes. And feel that. Feeling the energy that we just built up and the warmth of our hands. Excellent. Let's do that again. Rub, rub, rub. Keep rubbing, creating that energy, building heat into our hands. Take one deep breath in. Place our palms over our eyes. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Now let's take our fingertips and start tapping our eyebrows. Just kind of feeling that, and then slowly moving just around the face. So we'll do the forehead and around to the temples, and then around to our cheeks, and ultimately down onto your chin. Great. Coming up through your nose to the T-zone, and you land on your third eye, which is that spot between your eyebrows. And then again, we'll tapping up towards the forehead, around to the temples, around to the cheeks, onto the chin, up towards the nose, and we'll end on our third eye, or that space between our eyebrows. Very nicely. Release that and bring your hands down to your sides or onto your knees. And so for this practice, we're just gonna do just a small check-in. And what I'd like for us to focus on is just notice how you're feeling. How are you feeling today in this present moment after the warm up? Really take inventory of your surroundings, your emotions, anything you need to let go. And as you're bringing this to the forefront, start to think about the things that don't serve you, the things that you just want to leave on this yoga mat as we move through this practice. So, yoga can be a way of just caring for ourselves, of releasing those things that don't serve us anymore. So, with that in mind, let's just kind of move into our asana. And so, let's bring the soles of our feet together since we're already here. And this is a perfect transition into butterfly pose. So, if you're super flexy and you can, let's just bring kind of our feet more towards our midline. If this hurts your knees or it feels uncomfortable, make a diamond shape with your legs. And so if you'll see, I kind of just expanded or brought my feet out more towards away from the mat. And so this diamond might just be enough and feel comfortable for you. For me, I'm going to just bring it in a little bit because I'm a little looser from doing yoga earlier. So let's just kind of bring our hands to our ankles. Inhale, lengthen the back. And exhale, fold forward. Very nice. And so while you're here, you might want to take your thumbs and just massage your feet. And so just kind of focusing in on that middle arch of your feet, moving up towards your toesies, or down towards the bottom, the back of your feet. Just kind of feel that love sensation and that love you're giving to our feet. They're on them so much, and you forget to take care of them. And then releasing that forward fold, and go ahead and lengthen your legs. And so bringing them straight, and then toes up towards the ceiling, hands up overhead, inhale, and then exhale, seated forward fold. And so you can have several options. You can just bring your feet onto your shins, and maybe that's enough. The other option is maybe you grab your ankles, and that's enough. Or if you can grab the outsides of your feet, you can do that as well. Just as long as you don't compromise the length of the spine, there could be a little bit of rounding, but also don't lock your legs. So you want to have a nice bend. So for me, hands overhead, inhale, exhale, forward fold to whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhale here, exhale, let it out through your mouth. Let something go. Inhale. Think about something that you want to let go. Bring that to the top of the front of that forehead. And then exhale, let it go out through your mouth. Very nice. And you might find yourself that after a couple of breaths here, you can actually go ahead and go deeper into that posture. And that feels really nice when your muscles have finally released and it's giving you a little bit more room to feel that stretch and sensation. One more breath here. Very nice. Go ahead and release that, and then bring in your right leg. So go ahead and fold that right leg. And what you want to do is you want to bring that right foot to that outside of that left knee. Very nice. And so now you have kind of like a figure four stretch, or figure four with your legs. And so you'll notice that my palms went to behind me, my right hand's behind me. I'm going to inhale, bringing that left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing that left elbow to the outside of that right knee that is bent. And then you're going to see that you naturally form a twist. You want to be looking over your right shoulder if you can. If that compromises your neck and it hurts, it's okay to look forward. So I'm going to just go ahead for our purposes, just look at you. And then we'll be here for 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. One more time. It's a wonderful twist. Helps just bring out our organs internally, helps with digestion as well. Very nice. Let's release that. So go ahead and untwist, unwind, and release that right leg so that it's straight. And then bending that left leg, you'll bring the left foot outside of that right knee or right thigh. And then bringing that left hand behind you and making sure it's straight. Lengthen that spine. Inhale, right hand up, reaches towards the sky. Exhale, go into your twist, bringing that right elbow to the outside of your left leg. And sorry that I have my back towards you, but I want to do this with you so that we can feel that twist on the other side. Inhaling and exhaling, always coming back to our breath, whatever posture we are in. Really nice. Go ahead and unwind from there and lengthen that left foot. So you want to go ahead and unwind. And then let's come on to our backs. So we'll move into a nice bridge pose. So coming onto our backs, bending our knees, bending our legs, and very nicely laying your hands and arms to your side. And we're going to start moving into bridge pose, but we're going to take it slowly. First, we're going to focus on our pelvis. So you're going to kind of tilt at your pelvis so your lower back is flat on the mat. And so you'll tilt here. And then inhaling, focusing and lifting that lower back. Inhaling, lifting that mid back. Inhaling, going all the way up to your shoulders. And then finally, once you're up in bridge pose, you exhale. So it's kind of that same movement that we had breath of joy, right? We went, so that was really nice. So let's hold this here for 2 breaths. Inhale, and you'll see that your thighs are kind of coming together and your hips lifted. And imagine you have this string tied around your waist or your hips here and someone's pulling it up at your navel. Really want to focus on that. One more breath. And exhale. Very nice. And then exhale, slowly lowering your upper back, and then middle, and lower all the way down. So that's vertebrae by vertebrae. And the last thing to hit that mat is that pelvis. Very nice. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling with the breath of joy breaths. And then exhaling once we're in the position, okay? I'll guide you through it. Inhale, tilt the pelvis. Now you lift your lower back. Inhale, mid back lifts. And last inhale. And then up into the shoulders. And exhale when you're in that position. Very nice. 2 breaths here. Next exhale, start to slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing that back down onto your mat. and ultimately your pelvis onto your back. Very nice. From here, we'll move into a figure four stretch. So let's bring that right leg towards the chest, and then bringing that right ankle to the top of that left thigh. So you're kind of in that figure four. Very nice. And so from here, you have a couple of options. You loop your hands through to behind your left leg. So you lift your left leg now off of the mat. And so you can bring your hands behind your thighs. And as long as you can do that and relax your shoulders onto the mat, so your shoulders and your head are relaxed, that is great. That is option one. And this should feel really nice here. Option two, if you're a little looser, is to grab onto the top of your shins. And so you can do this here, and then your shoulders will likely relax. I'm a little tight right on my thighs area here, so I'm going to just go ahead and grab behind my left thigh here and just feel that stretch. This stretch feels so good. It always just opens up the backs of my legs really nicely. Okay, last breath here. Great. Let's release that and switch sides. So, same way we got into that other side, right? Lift that left leg, bring it towards your chest, bring that left ankle to the top of your right thigh, and then take the same position that you did in the other side. So for me, I'm just going to lift that right leg, bring it towards my chest, and I'm going to grab the back of my leg here, back of my right thigh, and then relax my shoulders onto the mat. I'm feeling that yummy, juicy stretch. Excellent. One more. And exhale. Very nice. Then let's release that and straighten our legs, lengthening them. And really what we want to do from here is we're going to move into a twist. So bring that right leg to your chest and then twist out to the left side. So that right leg's twisting to the left and you're laying that right leg outside of your left. And then your shoulders and your gaze is going to be towards the right. Focusing on a couple things, making sure your shoulders are still flat on the mat, so you don't want to be over twisting or overcompensating this way. Both shoulders, left and right, are flat on the mat. And then just bringing your hand, your right hand, outside, so you can bring it into a T position. And then that left hand can just rest really nicely on top of that left leg that's that right leg that's twisted towards the left. Sometimes I like to close my eyes and just feel the effect that the pose is taking on or having on my body. And it gives me an opportunity to check in with myself, see what thoughts are coming to my mind, and ultimately, if it's anything that isn't serving me, focusing my breath on letting it go. We'll have one more breath here on this side. Very nice. Release very gently that right leg, and let's go ahead and straighten that right leg. Bending the left knee, and then bringing that leg, the left leg, onto your chest. And we're going to twist this leg and bring it to the right side. So twisting here from our hips. Remember, not compromising our shoulders. Our shoulders are flat on the mat. And then bringing that left arm into a T position and the right hand to the top of that left leg. And then your gaze is towards your left hand. And bringing anything that doesn't serve you to the top of your mind. And then as you exhale, just let it go. Be here for 2 silent breaths. Very nice. Unwind and let that go. Bringing both of your legs, bending them and bringing them towards your chest. Hug in those legs towards your chest. So you lift and you're kind of get into a ball, very hugging yourself tightly, 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 feeling that yumminess and that we just squeezed, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then from here, you want to rock and roll. So let's just rock and roll a couple of times. Up and back and rock and roll. And we're not really going to come into anything too bad, but we're going to come into a seated, but with our legs bent. And here, just kind of lengthen that spine. And we're going to very slowly just do a little bit of an ab workout. And all it is just kind of coming back onto our mat. But we're going to very slowly to the count of 10 head on down. So let's all inhale. So your arms, your palms are facing the top, so the roof overhead. So palms face up. Inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, 1, 2. Very slowly starting to release. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. And release your legs, and you're already in the perfect position for Shavasana. And so just lay here. And as you lay here, I'll guide you through a beautiful self-reflection Savasana. And what we're hoping for is that you really start to tune in to the effects of that flow that we just did, very gentle flow. So while you lay, I will actually be sitting and guiding you through this beautiful Shavasana. Another option is if you don't want to lay and you have a wall easily accessible to you, is to have legs up the wall. And so if you want to do that, slowly start to kind of move your mat or your body over to the wall. And for those who've never done legs up the wall, I'll guide you through it. So what you want to do is bringing your lower back to the wall. So first, so it's like you're using the wall to kind of hold that spine, right? Imagining the wall is like your mat and your back is straight up against that wall. And then very slowly, you want to move into moving your leg either your left or to your right. In this case, I'll move towards my left. I'm going to move my legs now towards the left. And then use my hands to slowly walk my legs up that wall. And so what you'll see is that since I'm already so close to the wall, all I have to do is just lift those legs up against that wall. And it's typical for your bottom or your hips to move away from the wall. Just use your arms to push yourself forward. Sometimes I also like to just lift from the waist and lift the hips with my legs, and then very nicely push myself against that wall. So that's kind of legs up the wall. Your hands are going to be straight out towards your side. If you're not doing legs up the wall, then while I was going through how to get to this position, I hope that you started to settle in to your mat, taking some deep breaths. And then your hands and arms are to your sides. Your eyes are closed and preparing for a very juicy guided Shavasana. So from here, take a deep breath in through your nose and release that breath through your mouth. Very nice. Breathe in gently. And as you breathe out, let the air carry the tension of your body, whatever's not serving you. Just let that out. Continue to breathe slowly and gently as you begin to focus on relaxing your body. Notice where your body is tense. Focus your attention on one of these areas. As you breathe, picture that part of your body becoming slightly more relaxed than it was before. With each breath, that part of your body becomes a little more relaxed. Breathe in relaxation and breathe out tension. Breathe in calm and breathe out the tension as you exhale. Now begin to create a picture in your mind, a place where you feel completely at ease. This might be a favorite place you have been to or somewhere you've seen, or it might be completely imaginary. It's up to you. Just picture this place where you feel happy and calm. Create the details about this place in your mind, visualizing the sights, sounds, and smells of your place. Imagine how you feel physically. You are comfortable, enjoying the pleasant temperature, enjoying being still and relaxing, or doing whatever enjoyable activities you participate in here. Enjoy the way you feel in this safe place. You feel calm and safe here, at peace with yourself. As I read these affirmations, imagine that they are true for you right now in this moment, and enjoy the self-esteem relaxation you experience. Repeat each affirmation in your mind or out loud with conviction. Use your imagination to fully believe each self-esteem relaxation affirmation. The self-esteem relaxation affirmations begin now. I am at peace with myself. I appreciate who I am. I value myself as a person. I deserve to relax. I deserve to be happy. My future is bright and positive. I look forward to the future and I enjoy the present. When my mood is low, I accept my emotions and recognize that the low mood will pass and I will be happy again. I look forward to the good times. I approach challenges with strength. I accept myself. I care for myself. I am perfectly all right just the way I am. I accept myself. I am a valuable human being. I accept myself. I feel confident. I accept myself. I feel secure. I accept myself. I accept myself. think again about your peaceful place and picture yourself enjoying this environment. Acknowledge the feelings you're experiencing after repeating the self esteem relaxation affirmations. Accept any positive or negative feelings you're having. Allow yourself to feel calm and at peace. Now it is time to leave your special place. Know that you can return here in your imagination, any comfortable, anything safe. Know that you can always come back to feel calm and relaxed. Take with you the feelings of acceptance of yourself. Hold on to this secure feeling of self esteem as you return to your day. In a moment, I will count to 3. We will become fully awake, increasing our alertness and becoming energized and fully alert on the count of 3. 1, take a deep cleansing breath in and exhale slowly. 2, you are feeling calm, confident, and refreshed. Inhaling and exhaling. 3, take another deep breath in and exhale. Start wiggling your fingers. Start wiggling your toes. Start to take small, gentle movements. Coming back to your present body. And very slowly bringing your knees to your chest. And resting your legs over to the right side. Resting your head on your right arm. Taking a breath here in this wonderful fetal position. And then very slowly coming back to a seated position. Very nice. With our eyes closed, I'd like for you to think about how this practice felt. And as we close our practice, being grateful to our bodies that allowed us to practice today. Being grateful to the practice of yoga that allowed us to feel what we feel right now. And being grateful to our breath for allowing us to release whatever does not really serve us. And then taking in positivity and self-love. Something you might want to do after this practice or at some point today is just writing down 10 things that you are grateful for. That will help bring things into perspective in terms of how much wonderful things we're able to experience and have the opportunity to live through. So with that, bringing our palms together, thumbs in front of our hands in front of our chest. And I thank you for practicing with me, and thank you for showing up. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.